When I first heard about the idea of manifestation, the secret, law of attraction, I thought it was a bunch of bullshit. See, I had grown up in a neo spiritual cult, and I was so sick and tired of all the new age woo woo stuff. I didn't want any of it. I wanted to be normal. I wanted to have a job, use medication, go to the doctor, eat processed food, drink alcohol, take drugs. I just didn't want any of my hippie upbringing. But then I began to suffer so much in my life. I was suffering financially. I was suffering in my mental health and my physical health. That desire to be normal went over the edge, and I started abusing drugs and alcohol. I had a mean Red Bull addiction. It's like, seriously, I would drink 3 or 4 a day on top of my 3 or 4 cups of coffee. So my body was breaking down. My life was falling apart. I didn't like living. I didn't like what had become of my existence, and I was suffering. Healing from abuse and manifesting the life you deserve is a journey that I believe we should take together. Hi, my name is Arin Fugate, and this is Jasmine and Juniper, the podcast where we learn from empowered survivors and healing experts. As someone who has experienced childhood abuse, sexual abuse, and domestic violence, and overcome years of self-abuse, I am committed to sharing my trusted tools for empowerment and manifestation with you. Remember, no matter what stage you're at in your own healing, you can heal. And you are welcome here. Together, we will build community, learn from one another, and make a positive impact on the world. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I would call my mom almost every month crying because my life felt so heavy and horrible. I would often have to ask for money to be able to pay rent. And I had a few friends who could see what a train wreck my life had become. And they often wanted to offer me help and guidance, but I would push them away, and I would actually get pretty angry at them if they would try to insert their advice into my life. One friend tricked me into watching the movie The Secret. And even though I was really resistant and I pushed the information away, and I still think that The Secret is missing the point on a lot of these manifestation things, the idea started to creep into my head that maybe I did have the ability to change my life. From there, I read a book called Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. And there was one concept around manifestation that really hit me. And my intellectual self, who didn't want any of the woo-woo bullshit, went, oh, I can grab onto that. And that concept was, if you would like to be happy, you have to be happy. And while at first this might be infuriating to hear, right? You might be like, okay, thanks a lot. If I could be happy, I'd be happy. And you're telling me in order to be happy, I have to be happy. I get it. But something about it in that moment on my journey clicked for me. And it was this idea that I actually do have the ability to change my life if I can kind of back up and start small and micro. I may be in a situation where I'm not happy. Like, things aren't working out for me financially. They're not working out for me romantically. They're not working out for me with my relationships and my friendships. Everything can seem like it's happening to me and bad things are happening to me. However, if I can find an action or an activity that brings me joy, even if it's just for a few moments, then I can change my frequency. I can change my vibration. And from there, I can stair step to more. And I can expand those few moments into a few minutes, into a few hours, into a few days. And pretty soon, this muscle that I'm developing, where I know that I have control to change my vibration and my frequency in a moment, becomes a practice and a tool that I can come to when things are not going the way that I want them to. And once I kind of clicked into this, I realized that I could be my own damn savior, that I could change my life, that I could stop thinking that the world was against me and everything was happening to me. And I could actually take the baby steps necessary to go and build the life that I know I deserve. And this concept changed everything for me. Now, I'm not saying it's been easy. This is almost 20 years later, and I still struggle with days where I start to feel helpless and hopeless, like things aren't going my way. Bad things are happening. But because I've practiced this muscle and I'm able to return to it, I can catch myself and do something that changes my vibration. Some of my favorite tools for this would be aromatherapy and essential oils. Aromatherapy for me takes me out of that attitude where I'm just upset and frustrated and looking at everything bad. And I'm able to pattern interrupt and either ground myself, maybe soothe my frazzled nerves, or just take a deep breath and look around and kind of get back into my body so I get out of that trauma response. So essential oils have become a part of my daily ritual and my daily routine to help me maintain the vibration that I know will attract more of everything that I love. Something else that has really helped me is gratitude listing. Bringing my attention back to what's good. My husband and I will often do this. If we get into a place where we're feeling stressed out or complaining a lot, or things are just not feeling like they're vibing right in our household, we will stop and say, okay, 3 things you're grateful for. And it may sound cheesy, I get it, but it works. It's about a matter of tuning your attention. Whatever we focus on grows. So if we look around our life and we focus on what we don't have, we're going to see more of what we don't have. It's simply how our brain works. It's not woo-woo at all. Our brain is the supercomputer, and it likes to solve problems. And whatever you tune its attention to, that's what it's going to go and munch on and think about and bring you more of it. Also, your brain doesn't understand the word do or don't. It just understands the visual that you're giving it. So if you say, stop eating sugar, all your brain hears is eat sugar. Instead, we have to give our brain the focus of what we want. So in that example, you would say, I love when I eat fresh fruits and vegetables. I love when I eat healthy food. And your brain will be like, yes, we do. Let's look for more of that. So that's why gratitude listing is so powerful, because it just tunes your brain to what you want more of. It doesn't mean that those bad things are not there, or that there isn't situations in your life that are worthy of being frustrated or upset with. You just have the power to take control of your mind, especially your subconscious mind, and attune it to what you want to create more of. Something else that has worked so great for me is what I call a living vision board. So people will make vision boards. That's cool. I like vision boards. I like the concept. It's fun. But what I can also do is I can look at my environment, and I can take places like my refrigerator or even the art I put on my wall, and I can actually fill those spaces with visual representations of what I want more of in my life. So everywhere I look in my home, even on my desktop screensaver, my phone screensaver, I can put visual representations of what I want my life to look like, things that I want to call into my life, more stuff that I want more of, things that I'm grateful for. And that living vision board actually works to train your subconscious mind to attune or bring your attention to ways that you can call more of this in. Something else that I think really helps me is paying attention to what I'm listening to, what I'm watching, and what I'm consuming on social media. Whatever you're feeding your subconscious mind through TV, social media, books, audiobooks, podcasts, music, you're actually programming your subconscious mind, and then it creates more of that in your reality. So just pay attention to what you're programming it with. There are some great playlists on Spotify, and I'll put them in the show notes, where it's like positive affirmation, manifestation type music and lyrics. And I will definitely listen to that a lot, because then it starts to run into my subconscious. I do love watching movies. And of course, there is a time and a place for a good Netflix binge, but I try to limit it. And if I'm watching a show or a movie and I'm noticing that I don't like the way it feels in my body, or the life that is being lived on that screen is not a life that I want to live, I check myself. Do I like what I'm programming my subconscious mind with right now? Podcasts, choosing podcasts that lift you up and help your subconscious mind become programmed with the data and the information and the concepts that you want to create more of in your life. This is all going to help you vibrate at a frequency that is a match for the life that you want to live. Also, paying attention to what we put in our body. Things like alcohol and sugar and processed food, that all lowers our vibration. And it's really hard to feel good and feel abundant and feel joyful and resonate at that place that you want to call more of into when you're bringing food and drink into your body that's actually lowering your vibration. Something else that really helps me is nature. When I get out in nature, when I'm gardening, or I go on a walk, or I go jump in the river, or I jump in the ocean, or I play in the snow, or I pick wildflowers, this instantly raises my vibration and changes my frequency to a place where I'm going to be attracting and seeing more of what's good. And finally, taking the time to rest. Meditation, breath work, good sleep hygiene, all of this will help your nervous system come back into balance so that you, again, there's a thread here, right? You can vibrate at the frequency, at the vibration of what you want more of. And that's the simple truth around law of attraction and manifesting and changing your life, is you want to vibrate at a place that is a match for more of what you want. You don't have to worry about going from like, hey, listen, I've been on food stamps. I've been in a place where I don't know how I'm going to pay rent, where all I can afford to eat is a 99-cent frozen burrito. And if I try to go from that place all the way to multimillionaire with tons of time freedom and I can travel the world, that's a really big jump. And that can be hard to make that jump. But if I stair step from, wow, I'm so grateful that I have government assistance so I can eat. I'm so grateful that I have something to eat right now. And then from there, I can go, wow, I just got offered a job where I can make some extra income. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I can pay rent this month. Wow, this month, I was able to go to the grocery store and buy really healthy food. So you can feel your vibration starting to stair step and stair step and stair step. But the key is to be in the mindset of what can I love about what is right now? And when I can find gratitude about what is right now, then my vibration will become a match to more and more and more of that. I'm going to leave you with one mindset hack that has always really helped me, and I hope it helps you. And it is the idea that things are not happening to me, they are happening for me. So even when I've had a really hard time in life, when I have really frustrating things happen, when something happens where it feels like, oh my gosh, the world is falling apart. If I can remember, this is happening for me, not to me, more will be revealed, and I can find my center and do my grounding exercises, do my meditation, use my oils, eat good food, drink water, go in nature, and I can just be at peace with what is, look around and see what I'm grateful for, do actions that raise my vibration. This too will pass. More will be revealed, and I will find out why that was happening, and that it was actually for my growth and my greater good, instead of there being these forces out there to get me or to make my life worse. So with all of this in mind, I have created a free guide for you. And if you swipe up in the show notes, you can grab it. It's called Be Your Own Damn Savior, the guide to manifesting the life you deserve. I have put a lot of my favorite rituals in one place. It comes with a beautiful workbook, so you can go through it. I've made you a video training, so you can really get the whole concept and start to practice this in your life. I want you to know that I know what it's like to be in a place that you're not happy about, to be suffering and struggling. And I also know what it's like to change your vibration and to make those small daily steps so that you can manifest the life you deserve. And I am here for you through the whole process. Once you get the guide, I would love for you to come to my DMs on Instagram. Tell me what you thought. Tell me how it went for you. If you have any questions, I am here to support you. Until next time, remember, you can manifest the life that you deserve. Thanks for listening to Jasmine and Juniper, the podcast that explores healing from abuse and manifesting the life you deserve. If you know someone that is struggling, share this episode with them and be their beacon of hope. Together, we can make big changes. Remember, you can always connect with me in our community at jasmineandjuniper.com/connect. That's Jasmine like the flower, AND, juniper like the tree.com/connect. I put resources there and ways that you can reach out for support. Please remember that you're not alone. We are on this healing journey together, and we're just taking it one step at a time.